to Let's Talk Spoop. I'm your host, Don, and sorry for the long wait in between spoops. I couldn't find my notebook that I keep all my notes in, which you would think would be really easy because it's bright yellow and labeled, but for some reason I couldn't find it. Turned out underneath my couch. Anyway, today on Let's Talk Spoop, we're talking about a foreign horror film called Suicide Forest Village, which I thought was kind of a silly name, but turned out to be pretty good. Its claim to fame, I guess, is that it was made by the guy who made the Japanese version of The Grudge. So that adds, a little bit of, a little bit more to the background, I guess. It just made me more likely to watch it and think I was going to enjoy it. As per usual, on Let's Talk Spoop, we break things down into 6 separate categories. Those 6 separate categories are story, acting, music, atmosphere, look, and finally, creep. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Suicide Forest Village on Screenbox, and again, in Japanese. So it opens with 2 little girls running out of a forest in front of a car, and then it transitions to a streamer who is like adventuring, I guess, in the suicide forest in Japan, and she's streaming while she's doing it, which I think is now considered to be a social faux pas. I'm not really sure on that, but I think it is. Anyway, obviously, she vanishes, because that's what you would expect to happen to her. And so then we get to this girl, Hibiki, who is I guess she would be the protagonist. But she is watching the live stream while it's happening, and she kind of gets a little freaked out. And outside, her friends are like cleaning out the basement, I guess. And as they're cleaning out the basement, they find this creepy box, and the guy with the bandages on his face, you'll see him again, that's the creepy box. So this guy with these bandages on his face, before he got the bandages on his face, is apparently the son of a local, like, shaman, priest, whatever, and he says, oh, we should take this to my dad, and have him, what's the word I'm looking for? Bless it, or remove the curse, because obviously this box is freaking cursed, right? So while they're doing the cleaning out, I guess, like, I don't know if it's the dad or who it is, but this guy comes up to check on how they're doing, and then he's like, oh, I'll just throw this box out, don't worry about it, and he goes to throw it out and gets hit by a truck. Hilarious. So then they take it to the priest to try to get it blessed, and not blessed, exorcised. Try to get it exercised, and that doesn't go well. So they fail to exercise it, and Hibiki starts like seeing ghosts and stuff and spirits and things around. And then at the same time that she's seeing things, she gets together with a group of people who are watching the streamer, and they go into the woods, which is not super important, but kind of important. But yeah, so eventually we find out that Hibiki is schizophrenic. So that brings into question, like, is this happening, or is it all in her head? And then the movie continues. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was going to be silly and kind of unoriginal, because I've seen The Forest, and The Forest is based off of a Japanese horror film. I think of the same name, and they both obviously take place in the same forest. So I was like, oh, well, this is probably not going to be very original, but it was. I really enjoyed it. So 4 out of 5 for story. Acting, it's in Japanese. So, as per usual on this channel, I'm not really good at judging foreign actors when they're speaking their own language, because I'm too busy reading the subtitles. So, but at least it kept me engaged. So 3 out of 5 for acting. Music, as per usual, is nothing special, but not bad. So 2.5 on music. Atmosphere, good. It maintains my engagement and the twists and turns were really well done. So 3.5 out of 5 for atmosphere. Look, there are creepy like zombie trees and some nice spooky visions. So that was kind of cool. So 3 out of 5 for look. I enjoyed it. It wasn't scary so much as creepy. And then fairly creepy, with a few good scares. But not like, this movie's not going to keep you up at night. Like, you're going to watch it and then you're going to sleep without a problem, because I did. So 3 out of 5 for creep. With we tally all those scores up, and we get a 3.1 out of 5 skulls for Suicide Forest Village on Screambox in Japanese. Speaking of foreign films, longtime watchers of the channel probably know my wife is Filipino. We have been watching a plethora of Pinoy horror on Amazon. If you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts on those movies in this same style, not like Welcome to the Asylum, but in the same Let's Talk Spook style, please let me know, and I will make some videos about them. If you guys aren't interested in my thoughts on Pinoy horror, then that's too bad. I'll probably still do it. Okay, thanks, bye.